Illinois has won 8 in a row. Well, Butler, they've won 22 in a row at home. First half, Butler down 14-13. A.J. Graves misses the long three. Butler down 30. 25 and a half. Graves flu-like symptoms. Graves swatted by Randall Falker. Listen here, Falker. Down the other end, Jamal Tatum. Nice feed to Matt Shaw. Yes. Southern Illinois up by 7. There's Graves. 1 for 8. Not feeling good. Bad tummy. Under 4 minutes left in the second half. Southern Illinois up. That's a beautiful step-back rainbow shot by Tatum. That is nice, Jamal. And Southern Illinois has now won 9 in a row.
Georgetown's been living up to its preseason billing lately. Hoyas riding an 8-game win streak, taking on Villanova on Saturday. First half, Nova up 7. Scotty Reynolds wanted to go to Georgetown. He didn't. He went to Nova. He put 18 on Georgetown on Saturday. Later in the first, Mike Nardi drives in but ignores Reynolds and misses the jumper. Ensuing Georgetown rebound, Jesse Sapp. Oh! Got it. Sapp says he ends each practice with a bunch of half-court shots, and it paid off. Georgetown ended on a 9-0 run in the first half, but Nova's still up 2 at the break. Georgetown making a run, though, in the second half. Down 1, Jeff Green. He works on his mid-range jumper every day after practice. He had 19. Hoyas up 1. Career-high 8 blocks for Green as well. Closing seconds of regulation, Nova down 3. Reynolds can't get it to go. Georgetown wins. They're tied with Pittsburgh on top of the Big East.
Nevada has won 6 in a row, and they've won 10 in a row at home, looking to extend both streaks against Northern Iowa. You know Nick Fazekas. Tough baseline jumper. Back him in, turn, one-handed, face up. Wolfpack from that point on, all of them. Kyle Shiloh, the guy who was young. 4 3-pointers. He had 16, Nevada by 4. Marcellus Kemp swerves the word, spins the verb. He had 18. And Ramon Sessions with a great one-handed pass to Fazekas, who had 17. Nevada has won 7 in a row.
Well, Alabama and Kentucky at East lost 2 in a row, both trying to stop the skid in Tuscaloosa on Saturday. First half, Alabama up 10. Kentucky, 4 defenders in the post, so Ronald Steele says, I'll take 3. He was 3 for 4 on threes. He had 15. Alabama up 13. Later in the first, Alabama up 11. Kentucky defending the interior, but again, the perimeter is open. And Michael Riley knocks down a 3. He had 12 points. Alabama 8 for 17 on threes. They were up 14. Second half, Kentucky putting on the pressure. Randolph Morris with the block, but Richard Hendricks takes the ball from him. 16 points, 9 boards for Hendricks, and Alabama wins it 72-61. Let's hop on board the SportsCenter Express now. This train makes local stops for Big 12 basketball. First stop, Oklahoma State and Missouri. Missouri up 8. Look at the shot clock. Marshall Brown for 3. Missouri goes on to win 75-64. Mike Anderson's first win over a ranked team. Cowboys have dropped 4 or 5. Colorado, Texas Tech. Tech up 2 in the first half. Jarius Jackson to Martin Zeno. Jackson at 28, Zeno at 24. Wow. It's Tech's second straight win after losing 5 in a row. Texas and Baylor. Second half, Texas down 1 on the break. Kevin Durant able to tip it home. Only 5 for 16 for Durant. He went 20 minutes without scoring, but Texas still with a 1-point lead. Baylor had a chance the final seconds, but Mark Shepard can hit. Texas wins 68-67. Durant did finish with 20 points and 14 boards.
College Game Day crew for you in this segment. Stay tuned for that. Oregon, you see they have not won at Stanford since 1986. Let's go to the second half. Oregon now by 2. Juan Porter throws it up. It goes. We're tied at 54. Brooke Lopez now. Inside. Oh, nice block by 11. Going straight up. One of the 7 blocks. Then the jumper. And then finishes the deal. Wow, quick jumper. I bet he's a mean beach volleyball player. Stanford pulls off the upset, 88-69. All right, Love Train, join in. Big East Express, Louisville, Marquette. Check this out. Dominic James at the line. Makes a free throw. It's a 1-point game now. 5.5 seconds for Louisville to get up the court. They only need 1 to tie, 2 to win. But we're going to shoot a 3 and make it anyway. Wow. Jerry Smith is clutch, and clutch means everything. Sporting the under. Actually, that's Adidas. He had 9 in the game. Number 22, West Virginia leads Seton Hall in the second half. Frank Young.
Running the court.
All right, West Virginia goes on to win. Young led WVU with 18 in the game. And Jim Boeheim in Syracuse They win 73-63. Demetrius Nichols with the jam here. To wrap up the day in college basketball, let's go to Boston and the College Game Day crew.
And helped Vanderbilt win its last 11 straight at home as the Gators paid a visit. First half, Vandy up 2. Byers, he had 24. He missed the free throw, but Vandy with a 4-point lead. Later, Vandy up 5. Byers working the give and go with Dan Cage, and it's gone. Vandy up 7. They shot 57% in the game. Second half, Kevin Stallings has the ball in the baseline. He won't give it to Joakim Noah. And Noah's like, what's up? The refs had to step in and separate him. Then Vandy up 6. Noah comes over to double team Byers. Ted Stukas wide open. Only bucket for him, but how easy is that? Vandy goes up 9 after the free throw. Later, they're up 13 and trying to pull away. Torian Green loses a handle. Alex Gordon gets it. He'll feed Byers. Vandy goes up by 15. They had lost 7 straight to Florida. Later, they're up 14. Green, another bad pass. Gordon says, I'll take that. And you take this. Vandy goes on to win at 83-70, giving Florida its first conference loss. 6th win over a ranked opponent for Vanderbilt this season. And something...
BC, North Carolina, Boston College, both teams coming off losses. First place in the ACC on the line. Tyler Hansbrough came to play. He led the Tar Heels with 17, tied at 10 early. Later in the first, Boston College down 2, Jared Dudley for 3. Go, he banks it in, and BC's up by 1. Dudley led BC with 22 points. Second half, 61-61. Brayshawn Terry, squish. All 5 starters in double figures for North Carolina. Now Boston College down by 3. Oh, Dudley fouled well after the shot. He'll get 3 free throws with his team down 3 in 89 seconds to go. 3 duds. BC still down by 3. 33 seconds left. Tyrese Rice throws up the prayer. Answered. Boston College down by 1. Now 12 seconds left. They need a 3 to tie. Dudley, a real good look. It's right on line, but well short. Boston College loses to Duke and North Carolina back-to-back on their home court as Carolina gets the job done on the road. And with the win, Carolina moves into a tie for first place in the ACC with Virginia. Meanwhile, Boston College drops from 1st to 4th, with just a half game behind the leaders and a tough schedule on the way. The top 4 teams in the conference, as you see, separated by just a half game. UCLA at Arizona. 2 teams met in LA on January the 20th, and UCLA won behind 22 from Aaron Aflalo. You see Arizona at home. Nominally good, but not this year. They've lost 4 home games this season. How about Lorenzo Matta? A couple of crunks. Matta had 10. That was Collison dishing. He had a career-high 15 assists. Late first half, here comes Arizona basketball. Shakur DeMarcus Williams, Arizona down by 1 at the half. Second half, the Bruins, they're up by 10 already. Good defense. Josh Shipp, the steal and the dunk. Career-high 24, ties your career-high with his 24. Lute Olson not happy. That's how he rolls. Michael Roll, 8 3-pointers in the second half, and Arizona's 5th home loss. First time that's happened in 20 years.
All right, that's Big 12 basketball. Texas A&M trying to rebound from Tuesday's loss to Texas Tech. Aggies in Norman to face Oklahoma. AC Law, 4th up top for Donald Sloan. Aggies up by 1. Oklahoma down by 3. Now David Godbold, 5 for 7 on threes. He ties it at 33. Sooners down by 2. Bobby Mays to Taylor Griffin. Back to Godbold. Bang, bang, bang. He had 20. Sooners go up by 1. Less than 6 minutes to go. A&M up by 5. One of the best late game players in the country. Law. He extends A&M's lead. Less than 2 minutes left. A&M up by 4. It's Law again. Aggies were 1 and 25 against the Sooners before the season. They swept them this year. Texas A&M wins this one 56-49. How about Pittsburgh playing outside the Big East in February for the first time since '99, taking on Washington. Late second half, tied at 47. Ronald Ramon. Just get your hand out of my face. He had 11 points, Pitt up 3. Now they're up 4. It's Ryan Appleby shooting good in the neighborhood. 3 for 6 on threes. He had 11. Washington down 1. Pittsburgh up 1 now. Aaron Gray had only 5 points in this game, but this basket put him at 1,000 for his career in Pittsburgh with a 3-point lead. But 10 seconds remaining. Gray goes up for the rebound. Comes down hard, holding his left ankle. Coach Jamie Dixon said he thinks it's worse than previous ankle problems Gray's had in practice, but Pittsburgh does get the win 65-61. Speaking teams, number 9 Memphis taking on Gonzaga. Tigers have won 14 in a row on the way to Spokane. Joey Dorsey went off in the first half. He thought he was in Vegas. He had 10 points in the first half on 5 dunks, finished with 15 points, 12 rebounds. Jeremy Pargo responds for Gonzaga, working the give and go with David Pendergraft. 17 for Pargo in the game. Late second half, just over a minute left. Bulldogs down 2. Pargo, that'll go. 69 apiece, they go to overtime. Less than 10 seconds in overtime, Tigers down 1. Chris Douglas Roberts, he's got 3 names and a chance for a 3-point play. Memphis up 1 at that point. Now Roberts at the free throw line, misses. Pendergraft with the loose ball. He'll get it up ahead to Pargo, but this time that won't go. Tigers win at 78-77, 5 players in double figures, and they extend the win streak to 15.
It's late February and Duke is unranked. Weird. That could change when the new poll comes out on Monday. Nice road win at BC. They beat Georgia Tech. They'll win their 20th game. And Coach K, as you saw there on your TV set, would win his 700th at Duke. Georgia Tech turnovers. It was the story the first time these two teams met. Georgia Tech had 28 in that one. There's DeMarcus Nelson giving Duke a 6-point lead. Later in the first, here comes Duke again on the break. Shire, pump fake, no, short. Tips it in. Duke leads by 8. Under a minute left. Shire another steal. Georgia Tech committed 16 of its 22 turnovers in the first half. So that's 50 combined turnovers for Georgia Tech in their 2 games against Duke. McRoberts, McClure. Coach K gets his 700th win at Duke. 8th man to win 700 at one school. Only Adolph Rupp did it quicker.
Maryland and Clemson. Gary Williams looking for his first 20-win season since 03-04. That was also the Terps' last trip to the NCAA tournament. Grievous Vasquez, the steal, and the no-look to Mike Jones. Hey, transition game. Maryland up 54-43. They're just under 5.5 left. Terps up 4. James Gist, the rebound and the slam. It's a 6-point game. Clemson, ensuing possession, Cliff Hammonds. Remember bounce. You can tell they were playing at home. It's a 3-point game. Maryland now up 5. Vasquez to DJ Strawberry. He had 22, one shy of his career high. Vasquez, first career double-double for him. Maryland cruises in the end. The Terps a huge ACC road win, dealing Clemson another blow after starting the season 17-0. The Tigers lost 7 of the last 9 to fall into bubble trouble. They host Duke, then they're at BC. Maryland, meanwhile, they've won 6 of 10. They do win a 20th game for the first time in 3 seasons. Back to college hoops. 25th ranked Virginia Tech visiting Sidney Lowe and North Carolina State. First half, NC State up 9. Engin Atzer had himself a ball game. 8 of 10 shooting, 7 assists. They were up 21 in the second half. It's Atzer with another 3. He finished with 20. Midway through the second half, Wolfpack up 27. Gavin Grant adding to his double-double. NC State, which had lost 3 straight since upsetting UNC, they get back on track by shooting 67%. All right, Sunday in college hoops, the Greg Odens, number 2 in the nation at Minnesota, but Ohio State number 1 in the Big Ten in shooting percentage. And the Gophers, for some reason, are really double-teaming Oden there in the first half. Watch it again. Right to the hoop. Ohio State up 26-23. Mike Conley Jr. Not his first steal. He had 5 in the game. Overtakes Michael Redd. Steals by a Buckeye freshman. Another Conley steal off the inbound. Alley-oop to Ron Lewis. Conley's 5th game of the season with at least 10 assists. Second half, Oden still not really double-teaming him, allowing him to slam at home. Oden 19-9 and 2 blocks. And then Lewis, 3-point shot misses, follows nicely at 16. Ohio State, their 11th straight win overall. Might they be number 1 on Monday?
USC against Arizona Institutions this year. Normally good. 3-0 coming in. And look at Arizona State. They haven't won a Pac-10 game yet. This could be the first time USC ever sweeps Arizona and Arizona State in the same year. Second half, State down by 2. Christian Polk the steal. Derek Glasser the 3. Sun Devils by 1. 6.5 left. Arizona State pulling away. Up by 5. Make it 8. Glasser had 14 points. Just under 4 left. Arizona State by 3. Antwi Atuani, great no-look pass, Jeff Pendergraft. Then Atuani blocks the shot in the corner, up to Jaron Shipp, and the Sun Devils go on to win their first Pac-10 win this year. And yeah, Arizona State fans storm the court.
Playing the way they are. Bob Huggins and the folks in Manhattan, they had a blackout. They were calling it K-State proud, and you go back to the madness in Manhattan, October 13th, and Coach Huggins said, remember February 19th, that's when we'll break the streak, then we'll have a rivalry. That's the quote. Now his boys had to go up there and live up to it. Here, David Hoskins. 1, 2, and 3 the hard way. Tough bucket there, and K-State was up by 1. Under 20 ticks in the first half. Kansas down 4. Mario Chalmers, 3 of his 17. The Jayhawks shot better than 50% in this ballgame. You do that in the road, you're likely to win. In the second half, State's down 3. Lance Harris rises up for 3 of his 10, and we're tied at 43. But there's a young fellow from Chicago named Sharon Collins. And, folks, if you don't know, now you know. His game is blowing up. A 3 there, and he's not done. One more time to Collins. Gets the kick out. Go ahead, young fella. He hits a 3, nothing but net. Game high 20. Kansas is up 8. More Jayhawks on the break, fumbling the ball away, and ultimately it ends up in the hands. Brandon Rush goes baseline up and under. He had 11. Wangberger's half price because they've won again. 24 straight they've won in Manhattan. Have the Jayhawks.
8th-ranked Pittsburgh at Seton Hall. Now, Aaron Gray, he's got an ankle injury. He's sitting. The Panthers are going to have to shoot the 3. They led the first 25 games. They shot 40% in the Big East. But last 2 games, they're shooting 19% from 3. That's not good. First half, Antonio Graves, well, he's looking at like that 19%. But Mike Cook says, doesn't matter. If you don't make it, I'll tip it in. Pitt would shoot 4 of 12 from 3. And they got some D from Sam Young. Oh! Dunkin' Donuts is open. Time running out in the first half. Eugene Harvey, he played all 40. Nothing more impressive than this. He led all scorers with 24. The Hall down 4 at the half. Jamar Nutter, 10 seconds left. And all of a sudden, we got a 2-point game. It's a ball game. Now, Levance Fields, free throw to make it a 4-point game. He goes Iron Man, and here comes Seton Hall Nutter.
It'll count.
No, off the back iron, 71-68. Jamie Dixon gets his 100th career win at Pittsburgh.
College hoops. Butler coming off a weekend loss at home. They hit the Road Tog Licklighters, 15th ranked. Butler Bulldogs taking on the Phoenix of Wisconsin Green Bay. A.J. Graves, you probably heard about him. He's their best player. He had 20. Butler's up 4, but Mike Schochner with the miss. Terry Evans there for the tip, and the Phoenix on top in the second half, but in the next Butler possession, Pete Campbell, triple. Bulldogs in front, and one more time, give me all 3 of these. Butler up 5, and they stretch it out in the second half to win it by 10 on the road. Marquette sliding at the wrong time. They have lost 3 in a row in large part because Dominic James, who's their best player, over the last 5 games really struggling, averaging under 10 and shooting less than 25% from the field, 1 of 20 from 3. If he doesn't wake up, his team isn't going anywhere. James, wide awake. Marquette now down 4 first half. Still first. Scotty Reynolds, he's not very big. Neither is James, but James says, don't bring that in here, son. James from 3. Good time to find the range. Eagles, Golden Eagles up 7, and it's James again. He's not shy, never shy. Finding that stroke at the right time. Lazar Hayward matched James with 18. That was a career high for the freshman Hayward.
America's team, Gonzaga, final home game of the regular season in Spokane. Derek Rivio, Sean Mallon, the 2 seniors. Rivio, one of those kids, if you watch Mark Few's club, you're saying, has that guy been there for about 10 years? Well, he's been doing that ever since he's been there. Shooting the 3, hitting the 3, and he's all over the court. It's like a water bug, picking up the rebound right there and going up and under. Gonzaga up 31 in this game. Micah Downs, he had 19. David Pendergraph, he had 15. And Rivio finished with 20. Gonzaga wins by 20. Then they all went to Dix and got whammies.